Bonkers! Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. My name is SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode, Miss Foster told us a whole bunch of lies, and we're about to discover all that after recess. So, yeah, and Mr. Falls, we got some... this seems all too weird.
That's putting it one way, yes.
Yes. Yeah, okay, so we're in the lobby talking to Mr. Falls. What's up, Mr. Falls? Mr. Falls, I'm sorry.
I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime.
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past.
Obstacle?
Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information? Right.
What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. But I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I'd never lie.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it. Every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years.
Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart any minute. It's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Your girlfriend? Huh?
Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
The victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
What? Are you serious? The girl, let her go.
Shut up! Come closer, I kill her!
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie betrayed me! Betray us!
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too.
A make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel.
Ugh, did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
And it sounds like a show you find on MTV.
Oh, God.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family's rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap notes. We sent to her dad. Asked for a $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell her Valerie make transfer because she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting $2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but... That woman! That woman! Valerie, she do it for real! She shoot at me for real! Me and Dahlia! Whew. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jump in river.
Jump? You mean she jumped on purpose? Wait, oh, you don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Woke up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below.
These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? 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 Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like. So I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear the answer come from her mouth. That's all.
So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Now tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Ah, come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really. I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day, on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone. Forever. Into Eagle River.
It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute.
You can come back in now. We're about ready to go.
Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
They never found her.
Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia. My teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14.
14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds.
She plans a fake kidnapping, disappears into a river with a rock worth $2 million. Man, oh man. Angels these days.
Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel? Or is she really a...
Devil woman! It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet. Diamond.
The training wheels come off now, Mia. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
Yes, Diego.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Yes, Diego Armando. Oh, the never mind.
What? That was a guitar.
Yeah, well, you know, never mind.
Oh my god.
So right now I'm just trying to think of something because he's 25 right now apparently, Terry. So 5 years ago
20.
he was 20 and when she was 14. Okay then. So just want to get that out of the way. Am I still doing the judge here?
Yes.
Now then, let's continue the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. The witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady.
Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer.
Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yes, of course, I think.
Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
Aww.
That's not even her line, then. Mia!
Aww.
But it is nice. Smiling in the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that.
Hell no.
Oh god.
Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Well, of course. Your judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. Looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile. And just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. I'm sure she has such a colorful history. Let's hear all about it.
Alright, Melissa.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I've never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. All right, Melissa, what you got? What you got?
Well, we already heard what she got. Now we gotta,
What?
untangle it.
What? I was yeah, okay.
All right.
Alright, anyway, something stuck out at me a little bit. She says, I think she talked about the 5 years ago thing. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. That's kind of strange. You specifically know how long it was ago? I want to press on that. Let's press! A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbors such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client? He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Now we gotta press harder on that mode. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
Well, that's true. He's clearly a bitter man.
This is bad. Mr. Fall's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do about that last statement? Kinda have it added to the testimony.
Might as well, since it's right there.
Your Honor, what the witness just said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why I...
Enough. Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
No, I'm just kidding.
Please.
Oh god. Alright. What kind of strikes me odd is... I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf, but she wore a blue scarf. So that's kind of weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and present the scarf on this statement. And I think we're right. Witness, I want you to take a look at this photo. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification.
Ah, yes, you're talking about this scarf right here, eh?
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing.
I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
What? What?
This is a scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it clearly doesn't look white to me. Oh!
Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white.
Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf.
Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but...
There's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... And it's because of the victim's note, because it says wear white for identification.
That's one word for it, sure.
So present that here.
I think somebody needs to go back to school for a little bit.
I don't need no education.
Of course you don't. You just put a double negative in there and got us some extra syllables for... Never mind.
Witness, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this note?
Note? No, never.
It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have.
I wonder about that.
What do you mean?
This note shows Mr. Fall's instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification.
White scarf? Ugh!
Witness, you knew what this note said. There's no other possible reason for you to mistake the scarf's color. Well, Miss Foster?
No!
Just somebody in the stand, the gallery, just yells it out. Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation here. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, the witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person? Well, that's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, Kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was... And the same person who was involved in that incident 5 years ago, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I actually almost clicked the wrong... Yeah, well...
Well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Boop.
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there.
What's this? So who is this person? This, Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Faye must be desperate. She's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes. She was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
You said she was killed? But was she really?
What are you implying?
Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off a dusky bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are.
Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying...
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? What? Oh my god.
Ah!
Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade to a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can have turned this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Miss Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue this matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did he say?
It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way! But then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, she wasn't going to say anything about it. All we wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to... the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see.
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
That was nothing to do with the current case. That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at another murder scene?
Really, Miss Faye, your strategy is clearly obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost.
How dare you!
Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What?
Well, I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it all around on me.
I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Okay, Diego. No, shut up. We don't know what's going on yet, buddy.
That wasn't me. That was this guy, the crazy coffee addict.
I think we've heard enough empty threats for you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. You just arrived at a moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me?
The rashness of youth. How charming.
This coming from someone younger than me.
Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye, what motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne?
I'm not gonna end it. We'll keep going for a little bit.
I'm surprised. Okay.
You are surprised? Haha. Haha. Haha.
Okay, man, dark.
Ah, there it is. Thank you. I was hoping you get the reference.
Oh, come on. I know cartoons. I'm old. What?
Nothing. Alright, so what you want to do here is present the victim's note. Because it has to do with 5 years ago, obviously, and it says, talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. This is where the truth has to come out. So present that mug here. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the whole world the whole truth.
The whole truth?
There was a dangerous, important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently.
A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia, Valerie Hawthorne, and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
Oh, yes. I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it will be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Bit! No, I'm just kidding.
So Mia ends it right there. Oh, God.
Alright, that'll do it for this episode, guys. I just wanted to get that little thing out of the way. I'm stretching, sorry.
I mean, that's what I was assuming. It's all good.
So, in the next episode, we will cross-examine Miss Dahlia Hawthorne after she gives us her testimony but from 5 years ago, and hopefully it'll bring everything together, because she is getting on my nerves.
Yep. I mean, she's been getting on my nerves since the very first time I laid eyes on her, but, you know, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Alright, so thank you guys so very much for watching, and if no one's told you that they love you today, I do.
Have a good day.
Bye!
Woo. Who does a woo? Who's that? Is that Little Richie or is that
Yeah, I think that's Little Richard.
woo? All right.